There is a certain point in every tech enthusiast's life when the collection of chargers becomes unmanageable. You start with one for your laptop, another for your phone, maybe a separate brick for your tablet. And before long, your desk looks like a tangled nest of cables and oversized adapters. Travel becomes even worse because suddenly half your backpack is dedicated to power bricks. That frustration is exactly the kind of problem the Anker 140W 4-port USB-C charger is trying to solve. It does not simply aim to replace one charger. It aims to replace all of them. On paper, the name alone sounds ambitious. 140 watts of total output spread across 4 ports suggests serious capability. But impressive numbers do not always translate into real-world usefulness. What makes this charger interesting is not just the headline wattage figure, but how intelligently that power is distributed and how confidently it performs under pressure. It is built for people who rely on multiple devices every day and do not want to compromise on charging speed. In terms of raw performance, this charger delivers exactly what its specifications promise. When a single device is connected to one of the primary USB-C ports, it can output the full 140 watts on its own. That is more than enough to power demanding laptops that traditionally required bulky proprietary adapters. High-performance machines used for video editing, programming, or 3D work can draw substantial power, and this charger handles them without hesitation. The benefit of having that headroom is not just about speed, but about stability. Your laptop can run at full performance while charging instead of slowly draining under load. When multiple devices are plugged in, the charger intelligently redistributes power. With all 4 ports active, the first USB-C port can supply up to 65 watts, the second up to 45 watts, and the remaining ports support smaller devices such as smartphones, wireless earbuds, or accessories. The total output still caps at 140 watts, but the dynamic allocation ensures that no device is starved of power unnecessarily. In daily use, this means you can charge a laptop, a tablet, a smartphone, and perhaps a portable battery at the same time without juggling adapters. Real-world testing reinforces that confidence. Fast charging a flagship smartphone like the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra feels no different than using a dedicated high-speed charger. Even when other devices are plugged in, the phone can reach a full charge in well under an hour and a half. That is impressive because multi-port chargers often sacrifice peak phone charging speeds when additional devices are connected. Here, the performance remains consistently strong. One of the standout features of this charger is something you rarely see in wall adapters: a built-in display. At first glance, it may seem like a novelty, but it quickly proves its usefulness. When you plug the unit in, you are greeted with a small animated graphic that gives the charger a bit of personality. After that initial animation, the display transitions into practical information modes. It can show per-port power output, allowing you to see exactly how many watts each connected device is drawing. It can also display total power consumption and even monitor temperature levels. Watching the per-port output in real time is unexpectedly satisfying. You can see your laptop drawing higher wattage when under load, then dropping as it nears a full charge. You can observe how your phone briefly spikes when fast charging kicks in. For anyone who enjoys understanding how their devices behave, this level of transparency adds a layer of engagement that traditional chargers simply cannot offer. The temperature monitoring mode also provides reassurance. Instead of guessing whether the charger is overheating, you can confirm that it is operating within safe limits. It is the kind of feature you might dismiss initially, but once you have it, it is difficult to go back to a charger with no feedback at all. The design of the charger complements its technical capabilities. All 4 ports are located on the underside of the unit. which might seem like a small detail but has meaningful practical benefits. When plugged into a wall socket, the cables naturally hang downward instead of jutting outward. This makes it easier to use behind desks, sofas, or in tight spaces where protruding cables could be awkward or strained. The foldable prongs enhance portability, allowing the charger to slip easily into a bag without scratching other devices. Despite its power output, the charger remains relatively compact thanks to GaN technology. Gallium nitride components allow for higher efficiency and reduced heat generation compared to traditional silicon-based chargers. The result is a device that feels dense and solid but not excessively bulky. It is entirely feasible to travel with this as your only charger, even if you are carrying a laptop, phone, tablet, and accessories. For frequent travelers, that consolidation alone can justify the investment. Aesthetically, the charger feels premium. The finish is smooth and refined, available in understated tones that suit both professional office setups and minimalist home desks. It does not look like a generic plastic accessory. Instead, it resembles a thoughtfully designed piece of tech equipment. The display is bright and sharp without being distracting, and it blends seamlessly into the overall design. Are active. The power is divided according to the number of ports. For example, if you have 2 ports, the power is divided by 2. If you have 3 ports, the power is divided by 3. And so on are active. The power is divided according to the charger's allocation system. This is not a flaw, but rather the reality of multi-port charging. It is important for users to understand that they cannot draw 140 watts simultaneously from each port. Additionally, achieving full-speed charging for high-wattage laptops requires a compatible USB-C cable rated for 140 watts. Fortunately, the included cable meets that requirement, which adds value to the overall package. Heat management is another area worth mentioning. While GaN technology keeps temperatures under control, any charger delivering high wattage will generate warmth under heavy load. In normal conditions, the unit remains within safe operating ranges, and the display's temperature monitoring provides additional reassurance. Ensuring adequate ventilation is always wise, particularly when charging multiple power-hungry devices at once. When comparing this charger to competitors such as the Ugreen Nexode Pro 160-watt 4-port charger, it becomes clear that Anker has positioned its offering strategically. Some alternatives may offer slightly higher total wattage, but they often lack the integrated display or cost more. The combination of performance, user feedback through the screen, thoughtful port placement, and included high wattage cable makes the Anker model feel like a balanced package rather than a spec sheet race. Ultimately, the Anker 140-watt 4-port USB-C charger succeeds because it simplifies a complex charging ecosystem. Instead of carrying multiple adapters and guessing which one delivers enough power, you can rely on a single device that intelligently manages everything. It supports modern laptops, fast-charging smartphones, tablets, and accessories without compromise. The display adds transparency and personality. The build quality inspires confidence, and the overall design reflects real-world usability. At $100, it is undeniably a premium accessory. However, when you consider the cost of buying separate high-quality chargers for each device, the price begins to make sense. For professionals, creators, students, or travelers who depend on multiple gadgets every day, this charger offers convenience, performance, and future-proof capability in one compact form. It may not literally be the only charger you will ever need, but for most modern tech setups, it comes remarkably close. So that wraps up our review of the Anker 140-watt laptop charger. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more reviews like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.